What's up guys, SKNOVA here. Just going to do a little recap as I adjust my mic on the week, or I guess the last few events here. It's been a couple of days since I made a video, so I just want to recap what's been going on and then possibly do the 11 Void Shards opening that happened here. So there's been two events here that I just completed. This one expired early this morning. This was the Arena Assault. Not too much to explain here. Basically, if you are not a Gold 4 Arena player, this one is amazingly hard to complete. Even with being a Gold 4 player, you do get 16 points per win, but I think I calculated out if you use up all the Arena medallions, I guess, that you have and win every single battle, you still only get about 1,800 points. So the other 1,200 or so have to come from buying extra points. So if you look at it that way, basically the Ancient Shard and the Void Shard are going to cost you some extra gems to get it. So I think this one did cost me probably around 360 to 400 gems, somewhere in that ballpark. I wanted to finish it because I'm a completionist. I don't know if I'm going to finish this every time, because when you think about it, 400 gems is probably more than a Void Shard would cost. If you're going to buy gems with money versus a Void Shard with money, the Void Shard is going to be a lot less than 400. And so you're going to get pretty close to 2,000 anyways, so maybe you buy one pack. I think a Ancient Shard is worth, 40 gems. That might be worth it. But even then, that means you have to win pretty much all your battles and be Gold 4. So this challenge is pretty hard to complete. The rewards are pretty decent though, like the XP boost at 1,200. What's that? That's 140 gems right there. The unfortunate thing is you don't really get to choose when you use it. It goes directly into your or it activates immediately. The lucky thing about that is the event today happens to be the hero leveling event, so that plays in perfectly. If you can not open this right away, you can wait a day. It'll automatically go into your bank account afterwards, and then you can save it. But if you click on it, it goes and uses it right away. You do get the two 5-star offensive pieces. That's pretty cool. And you do get some energy, so all those things are pretty good. Doing Arena is great anyways. Before you go into the other event, I mean, you do want to max out your Great Hall. What I'm trying to do with my Great Hall is max out accuracy for a lot of the characters that have HP burn and poison, especially. So those are the areas I'm trying to do. You see, I'm not really working on the Void heroes too much because I don't have many Void heroes that I think are really great. But I do have pretty good Force, Magic, and Spirit heroes, so those are the ones I'm working on now. I originally was just focusing on pure attack and crit damage, and I guess a little bit of defense too with the magic characters. That's what I had the most of, and then as I started to get better other characters, I leveled those as well. So definitely a good thing to do. Oh, you can see here 12 wins in Arena on this new week. I guess it just reset. I got a piece of Divine Speed gear that was pretty good from the Arena run last week, but the Arena chest isn't bad. I wouldn't say it is amazing. The Clan Boss chest was very great to me, and he actually gave me a Void Shard in yesterday's Clan Boss. So I bought a pack that had 9 Void Shards. I got 1 Void Shard from the event yesterday and 1 Void Shard from a random pack. So that was pretty awesome. Today's event that just started today, I've already finished and surpassed it by far. I think this is the easiest event. This is one that everyone should be doing. Very easy to get points. I was already working on a 6-star character, so I had a lot of food leveled up to get to 5 stars to make the 6-star, and once I did that, it pushed me over the edge. So this event, the rewards I think are not as big. Well, I guess, no, that's not true. They're really good. The Epic Tomb at the end is great. Ancient Shard seems to be in all of them. You get the 2 offensive pieces. All the potions are pretty good. Maybe not as good as the XP bonus can be in terms of gem value, but still pretty good. You get a rare skill tome. Not too bad. Definitely worth finishing, and this is the one event I think if you have the ability to do so, definitely work on this one. If you're not a spender and you're free to play, you have to kind of start considering how you're going to spend your gems. That would be the only difference. If you have gems and you're willing to spend some money on this game, this one is probably the easiest one to complete. Definitely recommend it because epic skill tomes are very valuable. So there you go. Looking forward to the next event in a couple days. Just go over some of my champions here, what we're doing with that. So my Bad L is slowly gearing up. I've done some spider runs to get some better gear, or tried to. Fushan still doesn't have a banner after many runs. So I have 127 items. This is 12, 13, and 14 stage spider. So I haven't really deleted much. I put pieces on a bunch of other characters, but no banner for Lizardman. So he's kind of stuck with that. He does have a pretty decent crit damage amulet though, so I'm okay. He's happy. The other guys are all geared out. So Tyrell is the character that just got to 6 stars, in the process of leveling him. I think Juliana will be the next. The only problem I'm sort of looking at is a lot of the characters that have multiple hits that I have are magic characters. Like I was thinking of doing Tyrell and possibly Fushan. He has a lucky proc chance, and even though his first skill is only 1 hit. Bad Alcazar is just amazing, so definitely want to use him. Juliana, I'm working on. Ina for the weaken debuff, but I may switch and do Aethel instead. Cold Heart, obviously with her first attack, is pretty awesome. And I thought maybe an Apothecary, but I'm not totally sure. So of those, 4 of those characters are magic based, other than Fushan and Bad Alcazar. So I still haven't totally decided on my final clan boss characters. I've been working on their masteries quite a bit. He's almost completed. He's pretty close to there. Almost completed. Almost completed. So as you can see, getting there. And some of these other characters have like nothing. So working in progress. So that is where I'm progressing. And so I'm getting pretty close to late game. Would love to have Juliana geared up. I have way too much crit on her. Even with these gloves that I put the crit rate, they still go up another 24% crit. She's going to be at like 130% crit, which is way too high. All my pieces have crit. I was worried I wouldn't have enough, and now I have way too much. Gearing problems. So cool. So I figured, let's open some void shards. I'll probably open at least 5. If I don't get epic, maybe a couple more. But we'll talk about these heroes, just to give you an idea of what I'm looking for in terms of void heroes. I would really love a Zavia. I would really love a Warlord, would be pretty good if we're getting legendaries. And I still need a Bellower, which is a rare. Maybe I'll show some. We'll talk about them as I get them, or don't get them, however it works. So here we go. Let's open a couple of these void shards and see what we get. You're getting this live this time. Sometimes I do the video after I've opened them. Confessor, I think I have a few of her. I do like turn meter reduction, but 15% is probably too low. I do like attack all. I'm working on Spider Boss 15 right now. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. And it's a challenge because I'm kind of getting stuck on 14. I finished 14, it's just not very efficient. And decreased accuracy isn't the greatest debuff. The extra turn is pretty good, but on the Spider Boss, not good. Maybe that'd be good for Fire Knight. But overall, I don't think she is super amazing for what I need her for at the moment. And looks like the reviews give her pretty meh. So cool. She's a rare hero. There's not that many really great rare heroes. Bellower would be one of the few. Ooh, a Cold Heart. So I actually have one that's level 50. I have one in my bank, and here is a third. I don't really see a reason for having 2. The first one I have is already fully skilled or fully skilled up. I used tomes on her. I mean, some people wish they have her, and that's my third one, and I'm kind of wishing I didn't have 3. Chevalier, however you say this. He's got kind of an interesting healing ability, rare buffs, and on a 5 turn. But since I have Bad Alcazar, I think the continuous heal characters are not as valuable. Being a void hero, maybe. There's certain affinities, but Bad Alcazar is just so good. And I also have Sir Nicholas, who also has a continuous heal. Makes the other continuous heal guys not as great. Oh, Fellhound. So actually, I have like still a lot of heroes. He does have an attack all, and I think he has an ignore. Oh, block damage. Not without boat. And another continuous heal. He doesn't have that many skills to level up. So I think I already have 3 or 4 copies of him. And I put them all into skilling up one guy, so we will add that to the pile. He might be good once he's all skilled up. We will see. Oh, Ox. Okay, this is the first time I've gotten Ox. Let's see what this guy does. That's pretty good. It's kind of like Juliana, but she has 2 hits. And if she crits, then she fills her turn meter by 20%. Still good. I mean, extra turn meter boost is always good. He only has a 30% decreased defense. So you really want the 60%. He has a pretty high chance of putting it on, so that's not bad. But it could be better. Block cooldown skills. That could be useful in Arena, for sure. And it's got a 15% extra critical hit once it's ascended. I wouldn't say, that's not too bad. I mean, it's interesting, but I wouldn't say it's super amazing. Unless these block cooldown skills worked in different dungeons, then that'd be fantastic. I'll have to check if they do. That was 5, and we haven't got epic yet, so we'll try opening a few more just to get at least 1 epic here that was something good. It's a very low chance to get epics. Daywalker, I have had this guy before. So for example, if you were using this on a clan boss, you're going to get a 2-hit. So you can consider him a 2-hit hero, which is pretty good. 25% ally protection buff and block debuffs. Removes all debuffs from this champion. That's pretty good. So ally protection, I think, is the one where other people take damage and it goes to this guy. And being an HP hero, hopefully he can take it. And there you go. So he gets 1 free revive every 5 turns. And a crit rate debuff. I'd say it's okay. Again, a lot of the rare heroes now, for me, are just okay. They're not amazing upgrades. Could be situational. If he's one of your first void heroes, then it could be pretty good. Retainer. I have a few copies of this guy already. I thought this guy was okay too. Oh, because he has counterattack. So counterattack, I think, is very powerful. There's a lot of instances where you can use counterattack. I mean, for a Fire Knight, if you have counterattack plus a hero that attacks a bunch, that is amazing. Only has turn meter reduction, which is also pretty good. Sleep debuff is my least favorite of all debuffs, so I wouldn't say that is overly amazing, but he's got a few things that are pretty good there. Hollow. So we've gotten Hollow before. I've considered figuring out a way to use this, not for his poison debuff, which I think is way too low. I mean, you can buff it up an additional 10%, but 20% chance is like nothing in the world of poison, so basically assume that it never really goes on. And 2.5% also super low. But this, the 4-hit attack, and if you have a bunch of rare skill tomes and you got up down to 2 turns, that could be pretty decent. His speed is really low, so I can't remember what his max speed is, but I remember seeing that it was fairly low. So you have to buff that up a bit, but 2 turns, like 4 attacks on a 2-turn kind of rotation, I thought that part could be good. And he's got to ignore defense, so for certain dungeons, maybe. Again, it would take a bunch of skill tomes to get him to the point where I think he'd be really good. Another Cold Heart. I'm sorry to all those people out there who don't have Cold Heart, but this is my 4th one. So I think I will start skilling up a second one, as crazy as that sounds. Because I hate to... I'm not going to food them. Not all of them. I don't... Maybe having 2 might be of some benefit, but definitely having 4 would not. Oh, and the Fellhound. Yes. So 11 shards, and so far no epics and no legendary. Just give me a Zavia right now. It'd be fantastic. Oh boy. Well, we got 2 Oxes. That was too sad. Since we got some room, we'll do some ancient shards. No good luck on the legendaries today. It's not a guaranteed thing, even with 11 heroes. Siegebreaker, I think, is decent. I've got a couple of them skilling up 1, but Holy crap. Well, okay, this makes up for my lack of epics in in the void shards. Wow. Okay, big gun. So you sat crit, and he basically hits all enemies. That's awesome. Stun debuff is really good. 30% chance might be a little bit low. And decrease accuracy, not terrible. That's okay. Not the best buff though. Alright, attacks all enemy 2 times and decreases turn meter. I like that. And the debuff, which is 30% chance is low, but all is good. And a crazy amount of accuracy. So in cases where accuracy is really important, like clan boss, that is super high. So that's actually a lot higher than, say, Shamrock. I think Shamrock is 70. So there you go. Turns out to be a pretty good day. And he's my first magic legendary. Nothing wrong with that. Mean looking organ dude. He's ranked, I think all of the legendaries are probably ranked pretty high. Because they're good and it's hard to get. So I guess I have some leveling up to do. And that could be pretty good on... I can't remember what the last affinity of the spider boss is. If it is Spirit, then this would be fantastic. Let's open 2 more shards. These are the ones... Oh, yes! Oh, it's a Drake. I got excited over nothing. Not the Drake's not bad. He's not absolutely amazing. This is my 3rd or 4th Drake. I like this ability. It's kind of like the thing that's on Relic Keeper and Horden, and maybe a few other heroes as well. So if you have a bunch of people that do AoE damage, and this guy is a little bit slower, goes after them, finishes them off, gets a bunch of extra attacks in, or like Eris. Eris is a good example as well. Ooh, and guaranteed crit if they're less than 30%. It's just sometimes hard to plan out that, maybe not on Spider Boss if you know how it's going to go, but you do a big AoE, things are really low, and you start attacking. But I think on Spider Boss what happens is if you attack and kill something, he's going to spawn 2 more spiders anyways. So this kind of ability is not that great on Spider Boss. Maybe in stuff like Arena. 30% attack in Arena is pretty high actually. So that is good, but it's outshone by stuff like speed. So you really want the speed. But I don't know. Cool dragon dude. Not gonna knock a cool dragon dude. Last shard here. Bogwalker. Now some of the lizardmen I think are actually really good. They have very interesting abilities like certain heals and buff steals and that kind of thing that make them very interesting. He does have a 50% decreased attack on his A1. It is a 30% chance though, but stuff like that could be very good. Well, decreased attack, I think the best place for that is the clan boss, where his attack keeps scaling up. Gives you a little bit of extra survival. The extra defense, again, could also be decent. And reflect damage. So yeah, so these guys have really interesting abilities that most other classes don't seem to have. And there's a lot of lizardmen that have these interesting abilities. I personally haven't used a lot of them, but you know, effect damage could be something that's really interesting if you have a bunch of tanky characters. And this guy being a defensive character, I'd say probably would be tanky. Well, there we go. And there's this pack. Now how I would evaluate this pack. Legendary tomes are awesome, super hard to get, so they're a bit on their own. If this pack was valuable just for its gems and other items, I think it'd be worth it. The 1200 gems, you can see I'm Canadian dollars, so I have 30 gems per dollar, so that makes the 1200 gems worth $40. And a price silver at about 90,000 silver is worth $1. So this is about $10, $11 worth of silver. So you add those things together and it's about $50 for the gems and the silver. The legendary skill tomes, again, are hard to price. Are those other items, the tomes plus the potions, worth $20? That is a question. And I think I priced the skill tomes because they're so hard to get right now, and there's really not that many places to get it other than super high level clan boss. Maybe they drop from arena, but I haven't even seen a epic tome from arena yet. Possible. I'd say yeah, probably 3 skill tomes would be worth that much. However, do I want to spend $70 Canadian for basically just getting those tomes plus a little extra gems and silver? Not totally. And Big Un probably isn't one of the characters I would use a tome on. I think he's really good. I just don't know if he is game breaking yet. Same thing here. So 500 gems is worth about what's that? $18 plus $3 of silver. That's about $21. So are the 3 skill tomes worth the extra $14 plus those potions? Trying super valuable for me. I'd say that's probably like break even in terms of price. So not too interested in getting those yet, but just pretty happy that I've found a legendary. It's been a pretty awesome night. That makes me consider buying. So I buy all the 39,000 silver uncommons. It just makes the farming experience go faster. I've gone through tons of shards. My whole goal today was just to level and skill up as fast as possible. So I was doing it maybe not super efficiently. I wasn't ranking up any uncommons. I was feeding, or sorry, all the commons to other commons to rank up. That chewed up a lot of mystery shards. I think I started about 430, 440 at the start of this event. So I chewed up about 300 of them in order to rank up Tyrell to level 6 from 5. So he was already 5, and I was just building all the food characters to get him to 6, and I used 300 mystery shards. You could be way more efficient. I could have used potions, and I could have leveled commons and uncommons differently. But hey, that's how it goes. So now I have to consider, should I take a break from my clan boss leveling in order to get Big Un leveled up, or should I keep going and get Juliana to 6 stars? Oh, the choices. Cool. Well, hey, well, that was a cool video, guys. Not every day pull legendary. That is actually legendary number 6 for me, because in the vault in here I have my Shamrock that's sitting here hoping for someday to get buffed. And oh man, so many choices. I think I'm gonna level Big Un to 50 at least. Maybe get him geared up a bit, try him out, see how he is, figure out where I want to use him on my teams. My arena team is Badel, Fushan, the Great Huntsman, and Seeker. Seeker is also only level 50, but it blows through a lot of teams just as a big burst team. Big Un could definitely be added to that. You could skill him up pretty high, or get his damage up pretty high, and double crit people, or double hit people with crit. Oh, these choices. And he might be good for the accuracy thing too. And with some of his abilities, might also be really good for Spider Boss. Let me just double check here. So you can see I can do Spider Boss. The last Spider Boss is red, so the Magic Hero is not a good choice for that one. But yeah, so if I can do the Magic Hero, these are all manual mostly. I think I can do 11 or 12 auto probably now, but 13 and 14 are still definitely pretty manual, because if I just blow through all my abilities, he heals too much. So it's about a 5 minute, well actually it's over 6 or 7 minutes to get most of them are 5-star, and they're usually rare, some occasionally epic accessories. Cool. Well, thanks guys. I thought that was a pretty good video. I'm just gonna upload this one and keep making some videos. I'm looking at making some more character videos in terms of like best healers, best AoE damage, best void heroes. I have a bunch of ideas, all in progress. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.